Next topic we are going to start is perpendicular from center to the point. So first of all, for any circle with center O and a chord P, we are having the center O and a chord PQ. We can draw perpendicular. What is perpendicular basically? First of all, can you say what is perpendicular? What do you mean by the term? Perpendicular. Perpendicular basically means that the angle is perfectly 90 degree. You know what is 90 degree? Right angle. The angle will be perfectly 90 degree. That means angle, but angle between what? Okay, here we are going to see about the perpendicular line. Perpendicular from the center, that means perpendicular, here one word is missing, that is perpendicular line from the center of a circle to the chord of the circle. We are going to draw a perpendicular line passing through the center of the circle which intersects the chord at some point such that these two intersections, that means if I draw a line here like this, right? If I draw a line here somewhat like this, then this angle made is 90 degree. That means it will be perpendicular to the chord. Now what happens if a line drawn, if a line segment, whatever you call it, is drawn from or through the center of the circle to the chord of the circle, making angle 90 degree, then the thing that happens is this line, let me name it as OA, this line OA will bisect the chord into two equal parts. Will bisect the chord into two equal parts. How many? Two equal parts ke three equal parts? Kavya? Two equal parts. So this, naming this as R, PR and QR will be equal. Is it clear? So this OA is known as the perpendicular bisector of the chord PQ. It is perpendicular and it is again bisecting. Bisecting, that means it is cutting the chord PQ from the center, from the midpoint. So this PR and RQ will be equal, right? And based on that, we are having a theorem number 10.3. It says that the perpendicular from the center of the circle, the perpendicular from the center of a circle to the chord will bisect the chord, or it is written in your book that will bisect, or center of the circle to the chord bisects it. It means the chord, right? So this perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord is bisecting the chord into two equal parts. That is, here if I want to write down, means PR is equals to RQ, right? So that is what theorem number 10.3 says. Again, let us read it. The perpendicular from the center of a circle to a chord bisects the chord. You will underline or you will highlight, whatever you want to do. Only the statement. only the statement. The proof of the statement is not required. Based on that, the converse of this theorem. The converse of this theorem. You know what converse means? Opposite. Converse means exact opposite in meaning, right? So it says here that perpendicular from the center of the circle to the chord will bisect the chord. Now opposite in meaning means the perpendicular or the line drawn, from the center of the circle to bisect the chord is perpendicular to the chord, right? The line drawn from the center of a circle to bisect the chord is perpendicular to the chord. You can check the meanings here. In the first case, we have drawn a perpendicular from the center to the chord to bisect it. Here we have drawn a line. We have not drawn a perpendicular. We have just drawn a line which is bisecting the chord. If I say કે હું અહીંયાથી એક લાઈન ડ્રો કરું છું જે અહીંયા 90 ડિગ્રી ફોર્મ કરે છે તો આને બેને બાઇસેક્ટ કરશે. હવે હું એવું કહું છું કે એક લાઈન ડ્રો કરું છું જે આ બેને બાઇસેક્ટ કરે છે. જો એ બાઇસેક્ટ કરતું હોય તો એ કયું હશે? તો કે એ પરપેન્ડિક્યુલર હશે. That means it is making 90 degree with the chord. So meaning is just replaced. See here. It is bisecting in the last case if the perpendicular is true. Here it is bisecting in the first case. If it is bisecting, then it will be perpendicular. Are you understanding the meaning what it says? Yes. Yes or no? Yes. Some of them are sitting just right? Then I would like to know about one term here. Do you know what are collinear points? Collinear. No? We have already studied this. 7th chapter. Triangles. Do you know what are collinear points? Kavya? What are collinear points? Yes, what are collinear points? What does that mean? Acha. Which language are you referring to? Okay, speak.
Yes, 3 point માં perfect straight line pass કરે.
3 point માંથી સ્ટ્રેટ લાઈન પાસ કરવી જોઈએ કે 3 પોઈન્ટ એવા કે જે પરફેક્ટ એક સ્ટ્રેટ લાઈન ઉપર જ હોય?
Straight line માં હોવા જોઈએ.
અચ્છા. Collinear points means the points which are lying on the same straight line or a straight line which passes through all these 3 points perfectly. I'm talking about a straight line. I'm not talking about a line like this. Right? I'm talking about a straight line. If there are 3 points, let me name A, B and C. And if I join them, in order, then what I am going to get? A straight line. A straight line. Then these 3 points are known as collinear points. Now, can you draw a circle which is made such that all these 3 points are covered on the circle? Give it a try. See how I am explaining. If I am having these 3 points A, B and C, these are collinear. You can say that these are collinear. Now if I draw a circle covering the point A and B, then C is left out. If I draw a circle covering A and C, then B is left out. And if I draw a circle covering B and C, then A is left out. It is not possible to draw a circle like this. Because if you draw it like this, then this is not a circle. Right? This is not a circle. Or neither can you join it like this. Right? We are not going to draw a path there. We are going to draw a circle there. So that is not possible. This kind of figures are not possible for a circle. So can you say that a circle passes through 3 collinear points? No. So, is it possible to draw a circle through 3 collinear points?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Sure?
Yes.
Kaku? If I draw or if I point out these 3 points,
Possible.
so aren't these collinear points? See, we can join them by straight lines. So these will be collinear points?
Yeah.
No. There is not a single straight line passing through all 3 points. Here, the line goes from point A to point B and comes back to point C, which is not straight. Here, some angle is made. What is made? Some angle is made. So it is not said that A, B and C are collinear points. Clear or not?
Yes.
So there is no circle passing through 3 collinear points. For a circle to pass through 3 points, the points must be, for a circle to pass through 3 points, the points that from which the circle passes must be collinear or non-collinear? Non-collinear. Right? So next is the theorem, circle passing through 3 points or circle through 3 points. And that is what I am going to cover here. Theorem number 10.5. It says that there is one and only one circle. There is one and only one circle passing through 3 non-collinear points. Okay, let us say again how. Suppose I am having 3 non-collinear points. Can I draw a circle through this?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Starting with this point, A, B, C. I have started from point B and have ended again at point B. Right? So can I draw another circle like this passing through this A, B and C? Yes. Yes or no?
Yes.
How? How? I need all the 3 points on the circle. Is it possible for me to draw another circle passing through A, B and C? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
You are saying yes, right? Yes or no? In both the cases, you need to explain. Now answer. Now you decide what I am saying. You are giving me an option. Sir, you decide what I am saying. So what will be the answer? Yes or no? Is there any other circle passing through this A, B and C here?
No.
No. You cannot draw any circle passing through three non-collinear points when one has already been drawn. You cannot say that I'll start with A and I'll draw another circle. You cannot say that I'll start with C and I'll draw another circle. No. The radius, that means the center, OA, OB and OC. These are the radii of this circle and which are already being utilized. If you take OA as the radius and start with point A, you will get the same circle. If you start with OB as the radius and start from point B, you will get again the same circle. And if you take OC as the radius and start from point C, again you will get the same circle. In all these three cases, the circle will be same. Just the method of drawing is different. Method of drawing. That means we have taken OA as radius. Radius when taken as OA or OB or OC, will they change? No, the radius won't change. Right? And so the circle will also not change. That means it will be the same circle if you take any of the radius and start from any of the points. And that gives us this theorem. There is only one and only one circle passing through three non-collinear points. Is there a circle passing through three collinear points? No. You cannot draw a circle through three collinear points. For that, the points must be non-collinear. Is it clear?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
So that is about theorem number 10.5. Moving on to 10.6, topic 10.6. You are not going to have exercise 10.3 to be done. No. Directly moving on to the next topic, that is equal chords and the distances from the center. Equal chords. What do you mean by equal chords? What do you mean by equal chords? No one?
Which chords were same in length? They are equal chords.
The chords which are same in length or they are having equal length, we can say. Yes or no? Right? The chords which have equal length are known as equal chords. So for this circle, the center would be O here, and if I draw two chords, one is like this, AB, and the other one is like this, CD. AB and CD. Here the length of the chords are equal. So will their distance from the center be equal? How? So first of all I am going to draw a perpendicular here, and again a perpendicular. So they will, okay, let me give A, B, C, D, E and F. So what are E and F?
Perpendicular.
The midpoints of AB and CD, can we say? Because this perpendicular drawn is gonna bisect these chords as we see here. Where? Theorem 10.3. Yes or no?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Good. Can we connect these to the circles? Sorry, centers. Like this and like this. What is OA and OD?
Radii.
These are the radii. So they will be equal. Sure?
Yes.
Now can we prove the congruency between these two triangles?
Yes.
Yes.
Which rule can we apply?
SSA.
SSA. We didn't study anything like that. Yes. Right? But it is applicable because side angle is applicable. Right? If it is not, then we can also prove that these angles are equal.
Yes.
There is one more rule over there, that is the RHS rule, right side or the right angle, hypotenuse and the third side, RHS congruence rule. Now first of all, we'll sit straight everyone. I got the exact height, how long you are. Yeah, sitting in like this. At least 3 week 10 दिन नहीं लेता कि आपने हम सर ने भी किया उससे. मैं कुछ it is clear. खबर पड़ी? काम तो अरे आज है ना थोड़ी हम कल हम करें. और आने का काम. Set straight means straight. हम किसी को देखा हमने नो देखा तो निकाल के भेज दे दे हमने नीचे बता पीछे देखो मैं पहला ट्यूशन को बता दे जो अभी जो ये को चलो. So we are going to prove the congruency between these two triangles. Which triangles? OFD and OEA. Or we can also prove the congruency between the rest of the two. OFC. This one. When connected here. આને આમ કનેક્ટ કરો તો આ બે ટ્રાયંગલ્સ પર કોન્ગ્રુએન્ટ પ્રૂફ થઈ શકશે. રાઈટ? તો અહીંયા તમે ચેક કરો. આ રાઈટ એંગલ્સ કોન્ગ્રુએન્ટ છે.
Yes.
આ DF અને AE કોન્ગ્રુએન્ટ છે. કેમ? કારણ કે કોર્ડ્સ ઇક્વલ છે તો એમના હાફ પાર્ટ્સ એ પણ ઇક્વલ જ થશે. How? We can say that AB equals to CD. બંને સાઈડ 2 થી ડિવાઈડ કર દો તો એવું કહી શકાય 1/2 AB is equals to 1/2 CD. What is 1/2 AB?
A.
AE. Very good. 1/2 AB. This is AB. Half of AB, that means AE. What is half of CD? DF. Half of CD, that is DF. So we can say that AE equals to DF. Yes or no?
Yes.
So this is equal.
Yes.
Right angles are also equal. And the radii are also equal. Yes or no? Yes or no? Sure? Radii, how can radii be equal? The radii OD and OA are equal. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because they are the radius of the circle, they will be equal. So we are equal. So by side angle, you cannot call it as SAS because that is not the included angle over there. So side angle by SSA, the triangles are congruent, and hence by CPCT we can say that OF and OE are also equal. I am going to prove it here. So based on that, theorem number 10.6, it says that equal chords of a circle, equal chords of a circle subtend, right? Sorry, are equidistant, not subtend, are equidistant from the center of the circle. We'll continue with this figure here. आज ये figure है 10.6 માટે છે, right? So in the figure, for triangle OEA, and triangle OFD. You can check for the triangles. Say these are the triangles. OEA એટલે 1 number નો અને OFD એટલે 2 number. Will OA equals to OD?
Yes. Yes. Ready.
Radii.
That are the radii of the circle. Then the right angles are there.
Yes.
One more thing is there.
A equals to B.
Half of
AE
the
equals to, we can say,
half
halves of the
Chord.
chord.
radii ની chord. Halves of the chord. બે chord equal છે તો એના halves પણ equal જ હોય ને. Yes. 4 equals to 4 તો એના half કરો તો 2 equals to 2 થાય ને. Yes or no?
Yes.
So how will 4 equals to 4 be? 4 equals to 4 કેવી રીતના થાય? નો થાય ને. 4 equals to 4 possible છે? લે possible જ છે ને. 4 equal to 4 નો લખી શકાય.
Yes.
હવે આને તમારે સ્પેલિંગ માં લખવું હોય તો લખી શકાય. તો એ સેમ જ થાય ને. ચાર એક બંનેમાં 4 લેટર્સ જ છે. બધું ઇક્વલ જ થયું ને.
Yes, sir.
તો આનું હાફ કરો શું થાય?
2.
2. તો 2 equals to 2 થાય ને.
Yes.
So here AB and CD are
Equal.
equal chords. AB and CD are equal. Half of them. What is half of AB? Or you can also call it as EB. But આપણે AE ની જ જરૂર છે. એટલે AE. અને આ સાઈડ કોની જરૂર છે?
DF.
તો AE equals to DF is possible?
Yes.
Yes, it is possible. And the third thing, angle OEA equals to angle
OFD.
OFD. They are
Right angle.
therefore
Bicycle.
triangle OEA is congruent to triangle OFD by SSA,
Congruence.
congruence rule. And if this congruence rule is true, then by CPCT OE equals to OF. That means the distance of the center to the chord is equal to distance of the center to the another chord in the case that the chords are equal in length. OE equals to OF. Equidistant means equal distance. What does this mean? Equal distance. The distance of the chords from the center will be equal, but when the chords will be equal in length. Now if I say that chords are unequal in length, chords ની length equal નથી, તો શું center થી એમના distance equal હશે?
No.
ના, એ કેસમાં નહીં હોય. કન્ડિશન એવી છે કે જો કોર્ડની લેન્થ ઇક્વલ હોય, બંને કોર્ડ સપોઝ કરો કે બંને કોર્ડની લેન્થ 5 સેન્ટીમીટર ઈચ છે, તો O થી E અને O થી F નો ડિસ્ટન્સ ઇક્વલ હશે. પણ એક કોર્ડ 5 સેન્ટીમીટરનો છે અને બીજું કોર્ડ 7 સેન્ટીમીટરનું, તો બંને કેસમાં OE અને OF બંને ઇક્વલ હશે નહીં. Right? Is that thing clear?
Yes.
So that is what theorem number 10.66. Clear with this?
Yes.